His complaint?
Celibacy.
In other words,
I've been with this girl for 9 months and I still can't get the Cadillac in the garage.
but he had an animal attraction for his blind date.
Leopard shoes with the leopard skirt like a leopard on a prowl.
He was having more sex than he had with her in 9 months.
Meanwhile, she had a very enterprising blind date.
My hands boldly went where her boyfriend's hands hadn't been in 9 months.
Now, will his patience finally pay off?
Let me drive the caddy in the garage, man.
Or will they have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart, and let's meet today's couple. Now, he's a nightclub promoter, she's an English teacher, and they spent years just bumping into each other at clubs. Now, he says it was lust at first sight, but she says it took him 5 years before he even asked for a dance. Okay, so he might be a slow learner, but for the last 9 months, at least he's been at the head of the class. Please welcome Koi Alexander and Latidra St. John. Welcome to the show. And Koi, I gotta know why it took you so long to finally approach her.
I mean, look at the girl, man. She's a diva, head to toe. I mean, look at all this. What you expect? I was shy. You know, the guys in the club, they all in the lines to dance with her. I jumped in the front of that line, took her. That was rest is history.
There you go.
That's it, baby.
Latidra, you got Koi's attention right away. When did he finally get yours?
Well, he had took me home one night from a club, and all he did was just kiss me on my forehead, and it was so nice, and I felt like a princess. It was, you know, something
And that was
different.
a nice touch.
Yeah.
Now, what is it, Latidra, that surprised you about Koi in the 9 months that you guys have been hanging out?
Oh, my goodness. PMS. He has PMS.
Koi?
Yes, PMS is the only guy that I know that has you know, like once a month, he just blows everything out of proportion. It's ridiculous.
They got stuff for that. You need to take Vitals.
Exactly.
That's not true.
Well, she's obviously feeling like you're acting up. Now, what about dating a school teacher, though? How does that play into the relationship?
She's always trying to treat me like a schoolboy. This is not a word. That's not a word.
Somebody
Ain't
gotta
is
teach
not a
you
word.
something.
I ain't a schoolboy.
But
That's a
someone
word,
gotta teach you
right?
something.
She ain't grading your papers then. Really.
I mean, come on, man. It's
He
ridiculous.
always gets like a C minus all the time.
Come on speech, right?
Yeah. Now, Latidra, you're an English teacher. If you could describe Koi with one word, what would that word be?
Cheap.
Cheap.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you look at the word cheap in the dictionary, you will see his face, a big picture of his face in the
It's frugal.
dictionary.
Frugal. See, did she learn that in school? Did she
I
learn
guess
that?
not.
Frugal. Okay, there's nothing wrong with. Listen, why would I go to a restaurant for 4 pieces of shrimp for $100 when I could go to IHOP, get a full meal for $20? You know what I'm saying? Come on
I
now.
get all dressed up.
Right.
I get all dressed up. He wants me. He's like, we're going out tonight.
But you still
so we
look
go
good.
to the IHOP.
IHOP.
See,
I want to go out to a nice
but you're still gonna look. That is a nice restaurant.
Well, what's up with
it's
that?
air conditioned. Everything is sweet.
Now,
He
Koi.
makes me pay for the tip. He makes me pay the tip.
Well, listen. I let her pay for the tip because, listen, I'm driving around, traffic, a little crazy. I'm a little starving. I feed her stomach. She's not complaining after that.
Oh, my goodness.
All right,
What's the
now,
problem?
Koi, you're a promoter, right? Now, what about some things that maybe Latidra does in this relationship that you wouldn't promote?
Celibacy.
You wouldn't be promoting that.
Come on now, I've been with this girl for 9 months and I still can't get the Cadillac in the garage. I'm about to burst, man. What's the problem? Come on now. It's ridiculous. I mean, listen, at first it was cool.
Right.
Listen.
You've been patient.
She's like a reformed virgin. I have nothing to do with your past. I'm sorry about that. If this guy hurt you, that guy hurt you, that's not my business. I'm a good man. What is the problem?
Now, Latidra, obviously, you know, celibacy is kind of chic these days. Why is it right for you, though? Why?
Well, I was in a relationship for 6 years, and I'm just not ready to, you know, jump to another sexual relationship. I'm just not ready for it.
I have nothing to do with that.
You know, it just
But I
can't
have
do
nothing to do
that.
with that.
Now, Koi, do you take that as a punishment just
It is a
personally?
punishment. She's punishing me.
I'm not punishing
Bottom
you.
line, she's punishing me. You keeping me reformed like yourself. For what? I mean, come on, you're not promised tomorrow.
Now,
You gotta
Koi,
live every day like it.
we know you're having some anxiety and you're about to burst. Do you think she's feeling that same way, too?
Yes, because she's still having sex with her ex.
That's what you think or that's what you know?
No, I have a good source.
He just thinks that just because I'm not having sex with him,
Listen,
so he thinks that
the source that I
gotta be
got this
something
from,
else.
believe me, she's
No.
still having sex with her ex.
I am not.
Come on.
She says no, you think so. All right. So, Koi, we've learned a lot about the two of you today, obviously, in this little segment, but what did you hope to learn by coming on the show?
Well, the bottom line is, first of all, look, Latidra is a good girl. I'm not gonna try to put her down like that. She's a great girl, but is it even worth it? I'm trying to find out if I can even trust her, and is this long wait even worth it? I mean, come on, now let's get it together.
No, I'm worth it.
She says she's worth it. Well, we're going to find out because up next, we'll hear how Koi's date pushed his buttons with a pair of remote control panties. Hang on for that. Stay tuned. Latedra and Koi. Now, Koi says Latidra reprimands him like one of her students by day and punishes him with abstinence by night. So we let him play hooky for a day with a self-described free spirit who insists that rules were made to be broken. Please welcome Stacy Simone. Hello, Stacy. Welcome. You know Koi? Take a seat. And Koi, before the date, did Stacy actually reveal something about herself before you guys hooked up?
Well, actually, we were on the phone for like 3 hours, and she was telling me she was in the comedy. So, I'm a comedy promoter, so I was like, damn, what if this is the same Stacy I think it is? Because the one I know was bad as hell. And turns out, it was her.
It was her.
It was me.
And Stacy, did you recognize him when you guys hooked up face to face?
Well, actually, as soon as I turned around, all I saw was his big, huggable body. Oh, yeah, I knew that was him. But see, I couldn't approach him. I was always with someone.
A one-of-a-kind comic promoter.
And one of a
Now,
kind.
Koi, when you finally saw her, how was she looking?
Oh, man. First of all, I walked in. She had these leopard shoes with the leopard skirt, like a leopard on the prowl. I mean, boom, pat everywhere. You see it? Look at her. Come on now.
Right? Now, Latidra, does he get that excited about what you wear? He's bouncing out of his seat?
Yes, he does. But then he complains about what I wear because everybody's giving me all this attention. So I don't see what's the.
I got no complaints from him. He
Gotcha.
loved the attention
Thank
I was
you.
getting.
Now, Stacy, we heard Latidra say that Koi's a little partial to IHOP. I hope your date wasn't at IHOP. Where'd you go?
IHOP? Oh, no.
No?
We went to this trendy little spot in Manhattan on Madison Avenue. Oh, it was off the hook.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
He was
Madison
splurging.
Avenue.
God. On Madison.
Yes,
right.
not Flatbush.
That's right.
Which, of course, would be a whole different
Yes,
scene.
a
on
whole different
Flatbush.
scene.
right.
Now, Latidra, are you a little surprised that he was stepping out and, doing it right this time?
Yeah, I'm very surprised because, like I said, we go to like a pancake house or we go, not Madison Avenue.
Because he doesn't have to try too hard.
Now, Stacy, Latidra said that Koi's cheap. Did you guys, order appetizers?
Oh, of course we did. We had shrimp cocktail, and I took mine and I was feeding him. Oh, yeah, it was a date.
Koi, did you mention the celibacy problem or issue that you have?
Yeah, actually, I told her, I haven't had sex for 9 months, and of course, naturally, she's gonna ask me, have I been loyal?
Right.
And of course, I told her the truth. I have been very loyal, okay?
And Stacy? Wait a minute, let me get Stacy's opinion on that. 'Cause you know guys how they are. Did you believe him?
Not with that tongue. Did you see how he took my shrimp? Celibate? I don't think so.
Now, Koi, you said that Latidra's ex, you believe, is still in the picture. Has when you were hanging out with Stacy, did she bring up her ex?
Oh yeah, she brought up her ex already. She's telling me about these remote control panties that he purchased her. And that was
Interesting.
real cool.
Now, Stacy, you want to explain exactly what these things are?
I mean, you put them on like regular panties,
Right.
and he could be straight across the room. Once he pressed the buttons, it just starts to vibrate, and it was off the hook. I had to tell him about it.
Now, Koi, I don't know about you, but it sounds like a nice stocking stuffer. Did she tell you where you can get them?
Tell me, she showed me.
Oh, you went there.
She took me to the store.
Yep, I sure
She took me
did.
to the store.
Right?
okay?
Anything on special while you guys were browsing?
Well, there was a lot of things there. There was one particular gift I did want to buy her, but I thought it was kind of inappropriate for the first date. So
Right,
I
right.
just laid in the
So
cup.
I went back and bought it myself.
Yeah. I mean, she was a true lady. She was a true lady.
That's not a true lady.
So, Stacy, it sounds like
On the
things are
first
getting a
date?
little intimate at this store. Did it get more intimate from there?
Actually, we went to this nice club in the down in Long Island, right?
no doubt.
And he was dancing all over me, rubbing my body. I think he thought he was having more sex than he had with her in 9 months.
So, Stacy, what about the time, while you guys were hanging out together, did he ever rub you the wrong way out there on the dance floor?
Well, actually, when I went to the bathroom and I came back, he was dancing with 5 girls at the same time.
Boy, you get around, don't you?
He's a bigger flirt than I am, so.
So, Stacy, did you guys close down the club?
Oh, actually, I saw a few friends of mine, and we decided to go to Atlantic City because I'm a real spontaneous person. So I grabbed him and said, "We're going to Atlantic City." He said, "What?" I said, "Yes." So we went to the casino.
And does that bother you? You seem really shocked that they might actually do something like that.
I am, because, he's so cheap. It's like when we go to Atlantic City, he's like counting his change for the whole day.
How can I be cheap?
He goes to $20, and then, he makes sure he spends that $20, and that's it.
Listen, this one is just as cheap. Come on now.
I'm not cheap. Don't even try it. I am not cheap.
She'd have probably just, after the club, let's just go home.
Now, Koi,
she still wanted to go in.
Let me get one other comparison, because you said Latidra can treat you like a school kid since she's a teacher. Did you get that from Stacy?
No, Stacy is not a teacher, but she showed me that there's a lot more to life than just, a daily pattern. You have to live every day to its fullest.
Of course.
And that's what I liked about her.
So the spontaneousness of the date and those kind of things.
I love that. I love that. It's like, it's a rush for me. She's just more into after school, let's go eat. And
go buy the planner and the book.
Come on now, forget the planner.
All right, well, it sounds like you had a good time. Now, up next, we got to find out about Latidra's date. And next, we're going to find out how her date popped the question after only one day together. What's that about? Stay tuned to find out. All right, we just heard what happened on Koi's date with Stacy. Now we'll meet Latidra's date. Latidra complains that her man's just a cheapskate with PMS. She's looking for a stable guy with a stable income, so we fixed her up with a man who holds down 3 jobs and has his own form of PMS, which is pure masculine satisfaction. So give it up for Chad Sinclair. This is your first date in 9 months. Anything that was making you sort of apprehensive about the whole thing?
Well, I talked to him on the phone, and he was telling me that he had a car. But when I got, the date started moving along, he didn't have a car, which I didn't like too much. But
so he had a car and didn't have a car, so then you had to drive.
Yeah, I had to drive because he had tickets on his car, So
that started out funny. So how was it that you actually started to warm up to him?
Well, we had a great conversation on the phone. We talked for a long time, and he said, he looked like Tyson, which I was extremely...
More like Mike Tyson. Tyson? Why would you want to look like Tyson?
But Tyson, very famous model. I mean, that's a compliment.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson's a famous boxer.
I see. Now, Latidra, when he finally shows up at the door, what did you think?
He was model perfect.
So you liked what you saw. Yes. And Chad, what about you when you first saw Latidra?
Her body was incredible. She was, let me tell you, man, she was built like a racehorse.
Racehorse?
I want to chase horses now.
That's an interesting compliment. And was there something in particular that stood out physically?
The booty.
The booty?
The booty. Mm-hmm. You gotta see it.
Nice booty. And Latidra, were you feeling welcome right away when you guys hooked up?
Oh yeah, because when I came to his house and I met his mother, which was really nice. I thought that him introducing me to his mother was nice. It shows a lot about him, that he's a caring person.
Why are you going to see his parents on the first date for?
Well, because he's a gentleman.
Now, Latidra, what about Koi? Does he have a good relationship with his parents?
Yeah, he still lives with his parents. He's been living in the same room since he was 4 years old.
I'm a family man, all right?
Now, Latidra, you said Koi's the definition of cheap. What about your date?
Oh, no. He took me to this beautiful Portuguese restaurant and brought me roses, and we took pictures. And, it was just so nice. And, Koi, he has pictures at home, and he's like, we don't have to take pictures out while we're out. We just take pictures, that we have at home already.
Right, because then you're going to have to pay for them if you're doing them while you're out. And actually, I think we have one of the pictures that you guys took together. Let's take a look at it. We have it here.
Pictures, y'all taking?
There it is. Look at that. Take a look.
What?
Chad, it looks like... actually, we got it there. Chad, it looks like you're actually licking her.
You letting him lick you on your neck the first day?
Please, go
You sure she didn't have any dirt on her neck? You licking her neck like that?
Obviously, I'd say it's good because his tongue stayed there for a nice amount of time.
Now, Chad, obviously that was a nice picture. That was a nice touch on the date. Did the generosity stop there? Or do you have some other things in store?
I had some other things in store. I just tried to do the little things it takes to make a girl feel special. You need to pamper your girl, man. Take care of her.
Pamper your girl, patience. The brother's spending $2,000 on a date. Of course you're going to pamper her.
All right.
That's okay.
Now,
I felt very pampered when he took me out.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Latidra, would you call Chad a perfect gentleman all night?
Well, Not really. I mean, I
he was
think that
quite quiet.
he wanted me really bad as far as just he wanted me to spend the night with him, and I thought that was a little bit too soon.
Too much for you? Yeah, his guys waited 9 months, right? And Chad, you didn't know she was
You gotta be kidding.
Well, I knew she told me she hadn't had sex with her boyfriend in 9 months, and I thought to myself, she's gonna be, her boyfriend's gonna be pissed when I get it on the first night.
Did you get it, bro? Did he get it?
No, obviously not.
You'll never know.
So basically, it was a waste of time.
You'll never know.
Come on now, waste of time.
Latidra, what about his reaction? Did that bother you?
His reaction, no, Koi is always patient, with me, so, I figured,
Rushing all up in there.
I don't want to, do
Let
that.
me drive the caddy in the garage fast.
Right off the bat, right.
Come on now, my man, chill. Let the car simmer for a minute.
Chad, why were you suddenly in such a hurry?
Because, honestly, I've seen a lot of asses in my life,
Yeah.
but I've never seen a booty like that. I've never seen a booty shaking like that.
Wait, she can shake it pretty good?
Real good.
Yeah? Latidra, come on. Can you show us?
You shaking
show
it?
me?
I think the audience wants to see it, don't you? Come on. Let's see. Turn that around. Look at that.
So that's what you was doing for him? Stripping?
No, I wasn't
You
stripping.
was playing the stripper for the first night? Okay, the first day. I understand why you thought you was gonna get it,
You don't complain when
bro.
I do
No,
it for
you just shook
so
the
don't
booty a little
complain
bit.
for
Now, Chad, she had this hands-off policy. Did that sort of put a damper
First
on the
day
rest of the
being a
night?
stripper.
Not at all, because when we were dancing, I think my hands went everywhere they could possibly go. It was like Star Trek.
What? And he shook her hand.
Wait, it was
Big
like
deal.
Star Trek?
My hands boldly went where her boyfriend's hands hadn't been in 9 months.
Yeah, they went in his pockets. He was spending money out of them pockets.
So,
That's what he
Latidra,
went.
would you classify your dance floor movements as, getting freaky out there?
Oh yeah, I mean, at one point, it was getting so heated that I took him to a dark spot on the dance floor, and we were just kissing like crazy.
Kissing? On the first day?
It was, I couldn't help myself. Look at him.
You were having a good time.
You
And
was
Chad?
kissing him on the first day?
So, Chad, how did you
Maybe
leave
he'll
it?
get it on the
Come on
second
now, how
date.
could you even disrespect me like that?
Well, Stacy's giving you some hope there.
Thank you.
Chad, how did you leave things?
Well, we had such a good date that I asked her would she have brunch with me the next day.
Brunch.
Yeah.
And Latidra, anything
cheaper,
memorable
that's
about
why.
brunch?
Oh yeah, we went on a yacht around New York City, and it was so
All right.
nice. Champagne brunch, and at the end of the day, he kind of proposed to me, and he got down on his knee, and he said, "Would you like me?" I thought that was just so.
Oh, would you like me? See, that's a little different. And Chad?
That's a little corny.
Chad, did she like you?
Of course she liked me. I'm the best date she ever had.
Well, let me get Latidra's opinion. You agree?
Yes, I do agree.
And she does agree. All right. Well, was Chad's proposal enough to give Latidra a change of heart? We're going to find out, so stay tuned, please. Latedra and Koi. Now, Koi says that their wholesome sex life and lack of trust is making him question the relationship. So they decided to come on the show today and find out if the temptation of another will bolster their relationship or just bust it. So let's find out. So, Latedra, we're going to get your decision first. You guys have been together now for about 9 months. There are some problems in the relationship. We sent you out with Chad. You guys had some sexy dancing that was going on there. You did some kissing. He pampered you, the cruise and the brunch and the whole works. What do you say?
Well, Chad was perfect. I had a lot of fun with him. It was the best date I ever had. But the thing with the celibacy, Koi has been extremely patient, and I must commend him for that. So I decided to stay together.
Stay together. Latidra's going to hang in there, Chad. Sorry things didn't work out for you. Koi, Latidra wants to stay with you. Now, you said you may be running out of patience in this situation. We sent you out with Stacy. You guys had a really good time. You went to the toy store. You guys had some interesting moments, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well, that kiss really esteemed me bad, and it really showed me that I can't trust her. So I had to change her heart.
Change your heart. Now, Koi, what about your date? Did your date teach you anything about a relationship?
Yeah, she taught me that you don't put restrictions on life. You live every day up to its fullest and flow.
So, Stacy, does that work for you?
Yeah, it definitely works for me.
All right, well, there we go then. Latidra, by coming on the show, you learned maybe the differences were too great, but you're beautiful and charming. I'm sure there's somebody out there better suited for you. That is our show for today. Thanks to Chad and Latidra, and good luck to Koi and Stacy. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.